Circuit of the Americas for the United States Grand Prix.
Welcome to Texas, where we've had approximately 120,000 race fans through the gates to attend this year's US Grand Prix. They're excited, we're excited. I hope you're excited too. We're racing today then in Travis County, Texas, around the 20 corners of the wonderful Circuit of the Americas. We'll be reaching speeds of around 200 miles an hour, and there are plenty of good opportunities to pass, especially through the two DRS turns into turn 1 and the very long back straight into turn 12. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
Well, the throttle goes both ways, Crofty. You've got to have the discipline not to try and win the race on the first lap.
Yeah, you can't win in the first lap.
To lift early and give those around you more space. Trying to be the last of the late breakers with half a dozen cars around you may pay off from time to time, but it's also a great way to lose your front wing.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who
on pole,
P2.
with Perez on the front row. P1 will be P1, P2 for Red Bull,
Bottas,
P3, P4 for Mercedes,
Stroll, Ricciardo, Ocon, Sainz and Charles Leclerc.
P9, P10 for Ferrari,
Fernando Alonso, Lando Norris and Gasly, Russell, Latifi,
P15, P16 for Williams,
and Nikita Mazepin. Mick Schumacher and Kimi Raikkonen finishes off the grid. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
All right, here we are in our hometown, the United States Grand Prix. Here at Circuit of the Americas, it's the United States Grand Prix. Let's get underway. Here come the lights. Here we go. 4, 5 red lights around now. And we're underway at the United States Grand Prix. Bouncing, here we're going 3 wide. 3 wide for third, and now we're go ahead of my teammate, and now stay ahead of. We got Foundry Bill is now up into P3 as we go into turn 2. Here we come on Sergio Perez. Oh, how about this? We're going over the curves. Oh, we don't be penalized for quarter cutting. Otis looking to the inside, and we just stay ahead of him. And a little sideways and take a little slide. It's going to be the first flashback again. 1 flashback. But you can't overtake him through the corners. If you did, then you have to give the plates back. Otherwise, you might have to give the position back before you be penalized. But not giving advantage. Now to the inside on Sergio Perez. We go a little bit wide. Now we got Perez into P2. We got Perez. We got to drop down and up into P3. And now here we come now on Max Verstappen. Last year's United States Grand Prix winner and won the pole last year, and the United States Grand Prix winner. Can he do it again? We have to see. Good to see you very soon. Next we get to F1 2022. We have to try the Miami Grand Prix. Now we said next year's for 2020, for 2023, another slide again into turn 20, and it's Verstappen holds on with a fast lap of the Grand Prix, trying to protect the inside. Now we're coming on the outside on Max Verstappen. Verstappen stays ahead, and another tap into the back of Max Verstappen, but Verstappen will stay ahead of us. Lewis trying to catch Verstappen, but it was not quite enough to catch the Red Bull driver of Max Verstappen. Again on Max Verstappen into P1. But here on the radio said he wants to place back. He wants to run back. Only personal set to because one of the Red Bulls just goes purple. Driven by Max Verstappen. So we go a little bit wide. Yours turn right there. Now we set fast lap of the Grand Prix.
That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
And DRS is now enabled. Turn number 1 on to turn 2. Here we go, 3 and 4. Almost. Now we're ahead of the 2021 Now we go fastest through the first sector than anybody. Alright, here we go. Behind you. Here we go into the ranking. Now to Verstappen into personal best again in the second sector. On the slope. Personal best. And win here at the United States Grand Prix.
For that one. Congratulations.
And another driver of the day.
A truly magnificent drive and a great performance from the entire team to secure the win here in Austin. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
Champagne time, are you going to spray? Here, spray you back. Spray, 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 spray.
Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
It's got to be Lewis Hamilton. I mean, he pulled off some impressive feats out on the track today, even by his standards.
Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Alright, so Lewis Hamilton wins the just me with 4 minutes and 48 seconds with detailed fast lap of the race 1:35.5 with seconds, and Max Verstappen will round up the podium. P2, P3 finish for Red Bull. Valtteri Bottas 4th, Lance Stroll in 5th, Yuki Tsunoda 6th, with Esteban Ocon in 7th, Charles Leclerc 8th, Daniel Ricciardo 9th, and Carlos Sainz rounds up the top 10. Fernando Alonso 11th, Sebastian Vettel 12th, Pierre Gasly 13th, Lando Norris 14th, George Russell 15th, Kimi Raikkonen 16th, Nicholas Latifi 17th, Mick Schumacher 18th, Nikita Mazepin 19th, and Antonio Giovinazzi finishes in 20th in last place. No retirements. Now we can go ahead and look at the standings that we're over Sergio Mercedes going to top 7 or 8 over Red Bull as Aston Martin moves up into 6. Now down into 7. And that's it for the United States Grand Prix. Next up, we'll be at Mexico City for the Mexican Grand Prix.